thud, placing me gently onto the bed, leaning down over me, staring into my eyes, speaking in a low voice.
Are you ready to let your husband take what belongs to him?
I was pregnant, but I didn't know who the father was. It took me months to realize. The man who claimed my body was the most dangerous man in the entire empire. A cursed full moon night, Ava, was being hunted by a pack of beastmen. The pitch black forest loomed like the gaping jaws of a monster. I ran for my life. Behind me, the stench of blood pressed against my neck. Razor-sharp claws sliced through the air. Rip, my dress tore to shreds. Just a little closer, 1 more inch, and they would tear me to pieces. Desperate, I crashed into a deathly silent, ancient mansion. I screamed for help. Instead of human comfort, dozens of golden magic streaks pierced the darkness. The charging beast didn't even have time to breathe and was hurled away. Instant silence. I looked up, trembling. Upper body, muscles rippling under the firelight. A bloodied sword rested in his hand. Behind him swayed a long golden beast tail. He saved me. But something was desperately wrong. He was panting, his chest heaving violently, suppressing something inside. Then, burning golden veins erupted across his neck, rapidly covering his entire body. His aura turned feral, violent, insane. He lifted his head, glared at me.
Get out before I lose control and tear you apart!
But I saw it. If I ran, that raging power would burn his soul to ashes. He had saved me. Now it was my turn. Trembling, I stepped closer. My fingertips cautiously brushed his cold crown, trying to soothe the brutality. A violent backlash threw me away. I slammed hard against the stone wall. Too weak. With my power, I could never suppress him, unless I gave myself to him completely. The moment I hesitated, he snapped. His golden beast eyes snapped open. Next second, he was right in front of me. Before I could breathe, he pinned me. Whelming pressure crashed down. His scorching breath battered my neck. Lips brushed my skin, sliding lower and lower. Every touch sent violent shivers through me. An indescribable tingling heat tightened. Like he gripped the bedsheets, my breathing seemed whole. Dangerous, yet impossible to resist. Golden light wrapped around our bodies. Our powers began to merge wildly. When I woke up the next day, I was resting against his chest, still masked. Only the sharp, cold line of his jaw showed. Instinctively, I reached out. I wanted to see his real face, but a powerful surge of golden magic blasted me away. I crashed onto the bed, hard. Sunlight spilled through the curtains, blinding me. I was doomed. If Father found out I stayed out all night, he would kill me. Panicked, I got dressed and fled, as if I was escaping a nightmare. I staggered home and collapsed into a chair. A wave of nausea suddenly twisted in my stomach. Every drop of color drained from my face. I could feel it. A new life was growing inside me. I was pregnant, and I didn't even know his name. Bang, bang! Urgent knocking shattered my panic. Father wanted me in the drawing room. My heart tightened. Summoned my magic, I suppressed the life era inside my womb, burying my secret before going out. Inside the drawing room, the air was suffocating.
His Majesty has given his decree. We must offer our purest daughter to Crown Prince Ken.
The moment I heard that name, my entire body froze. Everyone in the Empire knew. Ken was a complete killing machine. Right then, Bella let out a soft, venomous laugh. She said that on the wedding night, the Leopard God contract ritual would be performed. The ritual would test the bride's purity, and anyone judged, because I knew I was no longer pure. If I went up there, I would die. I dropped to my knees, desperately begging Father. I cried out that Lucas and I were in love, that I couldn't marry Ken.
Let Bella marry Lucas.
Unwilling to give up, I continued pleading. But Father shoved me aside. He said the wedding was in 3 days. The royal palace had even prepared maids to train me for the consummation night. I had no other choice. Without a single backward glance, Father strode away. Bella slid over, bending down right against my ear.
I can't wait to see your performance at the wedding.
The day of the ritual. Warm steam filled the bathing chamber. May leaned against the edge of the pool washed my body. But my mind? It was trapped in a nightmare. That full moon growing night. That masked leopard clan man. I covered my lower abdomen, my face growing pale. What was I supposed to do? If Ken discovered I was pregnant,
I would definitely die.
My mother and Bella walked in. Bella looked down at me, her lips curling into a mocking smile.
Looks like the maids scrubbed you nice and clean. What a shame you're about to die anyway. I know your secret. You're not a virgin anymore. And you're pregnant.
Do you know? Ken has a private garden.
He buries a woman every single day to fertilize the flowers. Your ending may be worse than theirs.
In that instant, every drop of blood in my body frozen solid. How did she know? Unless the full moon night was a trap? As the thought crossed my mind, I lost control. Tears streamed down my face. The overwhelming terror swallowed me whole. I denied being pregnant, but Bella only stood there with a mocking smile. She whispered about that full moon night.
How much I enjoyed it, and how I had conceived a child because of it.
In that instant, I understood everything. That night was never an accident, it was Bella. She lured me into that forest. She paid those feral banspals to hunt me down. I stared at her in shock. All these years, everything she wanted, I gave it to her. Why did she still want me dead? Jealousy twisted her face. Every woman wants Lucas, and I was nothing more than a lowly cat. I don't deserve him. Mother stood nearby, soothing Bella as she spoke. She said that Lucas was Bella's fiancé now. There was no reason past the Leopard God contract. There was no reason past the Leopard God contract. My rage finally exploded. Gathering my residual magic, I lunged forward, hurling a strike straight at Bella's throat. But even stronger force slammed back against me. I crashed onto the ground. Blood spilled from the corner of my mouth. Defiant, I forced my head up, spitting blood.
What if they can discover the truth? They laughed. In their eyes, Ken would never protect me. Because that man, I was the coldest,
The cruelest killing machine. He might even torture me to death.
despair swallowed me whole.
And then, with a deafening crash, the massive glass wall shattered. Wild wind mixed with a terrifying golden era swept through the room like a hurricane. A tall man burst through the broken window. He pulled me into his arms. His icy voice echoed throughout the room.
Who said I wouldn't protect her?
Download and watch more on NetShort.